2020 has been an absolutely crazy year, a year like no other. And so first of all, I have to say, I really hope you are safe and well wherever you are watching this video. And thank you so much for watching this video, supporting my channel. And if you've watched other ones throughout the year, thank you so much. It means so much to me. But I wanted to do this video today to recap some of the best golf shoes, as well as some of the most disappointing that I've tried in 2020. Now, I haven't had the chance to try absolutely every pair of shoes that have been launched, but I've tried a lot of shoes. Now, if you are thinking about buying any of these shoes, I've included my affiliate links down in the description below, as well as links to my full reviews, because I've done in-depth reviews of each one of the shoes that you're about to see in this video. But for now, let's jump straight in. Now, comfort is a key feature to think about when buying a brand new pair of golf shoes, and I've tried tons of golf shoes this year. Some have been more comfortable than others. But for me personally, the most comfortable pair of golf shoes that I've tried are the Nike Air Max 270G golf shoes. Now, these necessarily won't be for everyone because of this trainer style design. And as you can see here, they are a spikeless pair of golf shoes based on this very popular silhouette of the Nike Air Max 270 trainers. But in terms of wearing these trainers straight out of the box and onto the golf course, they are incredibly comfortable. You've got this massive air bubble unit at the back here, as well as a very surprisingly soft and squidgy foam at the front of the foot. So in terms of general underfoot comfort, they are very comfortable. You've also got this kind of all-in-one booty structure at the top, so there's no tongue, it's just all the same material. And again, not everyone will necessarily like the feeling that that gives. It is quite a very tight feeling upper. But in terms of comfort, I've personally found it very comfortable. And then you've got tons of padding in this heel and ankle area as well. So in terms of the most comfortable golf shoe right out of the box, for me, it's the Air Max 270G. Now, if you had to pick out one theme of 2020 when it comes to golf shoes, it would be brands remaking their existing trainers and turning them into golf shoes. So I thought I'd make it a category all of itself. There's been loads and loads of different options to choose from this year, but for me personally, my favorite has been the Puma RSG golf shoes. Now, this style won't necessarily be for everyone. When it comes to personal tastes and style choices, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What I like might not necessarily be what you like, and that's absolutely fine. You could like a totally different golf shoe. You might like actually a pair of shoes that look more formal and you can wear them off the course more formally because they're a more formal shoe. Let's see how many times we can say formal. Or you might, like me, prefer a pair of trainers that I could wear out and about with a pair of jeans and no one would know these are a pair of golf shoes. And I think Puma hit the nail on the head with the RSG. Now, in terms of golf shoes, there are better performing golf shoes out on the market. That's just a simple fact. But Puma themselves admitted that actually when it comes to these shoes, they were more designed for a casual social use, kind of designed as a pair of trainers first, that then you can play some golf in. So you can see here on the bottom, you haven't got the most aggressive traction, but it is aggressive enough that you could play golf in these pretty much most of the way through the year. You just won't be able to play in the wettest, dampest conditions where these are just simply not going to give you enough traction, and you're going to be better off with a more aggressive pair of spikeless shoes or just straight up spikes. But in terms of trainers that look like golf shoes, I think Puma have done an absolutely fantastic job. These are based on the Puma RSX3 trainers, and to be honest, if you put them side by side, you can barely tell the difference. These look just like a normal pair of everyday trainers. In fact, I wore them to work. I wore them around just generally. I wore them out shopping in supermarkets and stuff. Very comfortable shoes that look absolutely perfect with a pair of jeans, to be honest. And then you've got the added benefit that you can wear them out on the golf course. So in terms of a pair of golf shoes that you can wear on and off the course, for me this year the best ones were the Puma RSG. This year, I reviewed a pair of golf shoes that just took me completely by surprise with how much that I like them. So I decided that I wanted to make a category just for them really. And they are the Mizuno Wave Cadence Spikeless golf shoes. Now, in terms of looks, these are, I would say, kind of look like a pair of running shoes, to be honest, which is what Mizuno are more known for making really. They make seriously high quality performance running shoes. But here, they've turned their hand at a pair of spikeless golf shoes. So you've got a lot of technology that Mizuno use in their running shoes in this pair of golf shoes. But they perform incredibly well as a pair of golf shoes. They are very, very stable. They really are quite lightweight, impressively lightweight. They are nice and comfortable. They are fully waterproof, and I don't just mean, a little bit. I mean, you can pour water right over the tongue and laces of this shoe and your feet will stay nice and dry. And you've got quite an aggressive traction pattern on the bottom of the shoes, which means you can use these most of the year round. So these are a very, very impressive pair of shoes. In terms of the looks, they are a little bit reserved, so they won't necessarily quite be for everyone when it comes to the looks. And when it comes to the breathability, this unique upper that they use, again, isn't necessarily the most breathable. So, it isn't the perfect golf shoe. But I was seriously impressed with the Mizuno Wave Cadence. In fact, so much so that I want to give it the award of the most surprising golf shoe of 2020. Now, there was one pair of golf shoes that I was just so disappointed with this year that I had to give it its own category as well. If I'm doing my most surprising golf shoe, I've got to do my most disappointing golf shoe. And so actually my most disappointing golf shoe of 2020 was the Nike Air Zoom Infinity Tour. In fact, it's so disappointing, I don't even have it here with me. I sold it. I reviewed it. I did my fully in-depth review. I really was looking forward to the shoe. It had so much hype around it. Brooks Koepka had specifically designed it with Nike to make, the best performance golf shoe that they possibly could. And I just didn't get on with it. There were a lot of positives for the shoe. That's got to be said. It was incredibly comfortable. It used that Flyknit upper. It looked fantastic. And it really, really was one of the softest golf shoes underfoot. However, the fit was just totally off for me. It was so tight and compact. I got it in my normal size and it gave me pins and needles after about 10 minutes of wearing it. So I had to size up. And also, I just couldn't get on with the stability of the shoe. It felt kind of too wobbly and unstable. Personally, the way that I use a golf shoe and the way that I swing, I was just worried that potentially I could end up falling over in it, to be honest. So after my review, I sold it. And I just really was disappointed with it because Nike have totally, put a lot of effort into this shoe. They did a whole lot of marketing for this shoe. They've released countless numbers of colorways. Brooks Koepka doesn't even wear it anymore. He wore it for 2 rounds of golf and then he went back to his old tour premieres. So again, there's got to be something in that, I would have thought. Now, you never know what Nike are going to do with their next version of the shoe. If they choose to do another version, hopefully there will be a 2.0 and they can iron out some of those kinks. But for me, the most disappointing golf shoe of 2020 was the Nike Air Zoom Infinity Tour. So what do I think was the best spikeless golf shoe of 2020? Well, in my opinion, without a doubt, was the Adidas Codechaos. This shoe launched in early 2020 and it was the shoe to beat, and in my opinion, nothing's beat it. This, I think, is one of the most impressive spikeless golf shoes we've seen in several years, in fact. It could even be shoe of the decade. Does that work? No, it was the first year. Well, you never know, it's the shoe to beat for this decade. In terms of the traction that it gave for a spikeless golf shoe, it was just really, really impressive. You can see that it's got this unique chaotic pattern. There is a specific name for this pattern. I can't remember. It might be the Chaos Traction System. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me know down in the comments if you can remember. But you can see that you've got this really unique, aggressive pattern there. And it just gives you incredible traction for a spikeless golf shoe. You can use this right the way throughout the year and it will give you tons and tons of grip. But also, it was incredibly comfortable. You've got a full length boost midsole here, and so that means that you get that nice, soft, squishy feeling underfoot. But you can see that the rubber traction elements actually come up on the sides and cover the boost, so it gives it some additional stability. So you do feel nice and planted in this golf shoe. In terms of the looks, I can appreciate that won't necessarily be for everyone, but Adidas have specifically gone out of their way to give you an aggressively styled spikeless golf shoe. If you want something more traditional, you've got the Adidas Tour 360 XT, and actually they've just launched the 2.0 version this year, and there'll be a review coming soon on that one. But if you want something that looks like nothing else really in terms of a golf shoe, that performs really well, then you don't need to look any further than the Adidas Codechaos spikeless golf shoe. So when it comes to golf shoes in 2020, there has been a massive focus this year. In fact, probably a massive focus for the last couple of years on spikeless golf shoes. But I wanted to let you know what I thought was the best spiked golf shoe of 2020. And of the several that I tried, for me personally, it was the Under Armour Spieth 4 GTX. Now, this isn't necessarily the perfect golf shoe. I've got to make that clear. There are more comfortable golf shoes out there. But in terms of the actual performance from a spiked golf shoe, this is going to be hard to beat. This has got incredible levels of traction. Seriously, one of the grippiest golf shoes that I've tried this year, without a doubt. But actually, the real focus on this golf shoe has been the focus on stability. So Under Armour have really focused together a golf shoe that gives you the greatest amount of performance out on the course. So when I talk about stability, what we mean is actually the ability to put power through the shoe in your golf swing and, you know, not lose any of that power when you're out on the course. And Under Armour have just done so many different things with this shoe that's just so unique from the rest of the market. I think it's really great that they had a kind of sole focus on the stability of a golf shoe, and they absolutely hit the nail on the head. If you're looking for a very kind of close fitting shoe, then you don't need to look much further than this. This is without doubt the closest fitting shoe that I've tried this year. To be honest, that I've ever tried. It really fits your feet like no other shoe out on the market. It is comfortable, but as I said, it's not the most comfortable. There are softer feeling golf shoes out on the market, but Under Armour weren't trying to make the most comfortable golf shoe out there on the market. They were trying to make the best performance shoe they possibly could. So when it comes to the best spiked golf shoe that I've tried in 2020, it's got to be the Under Armour Spieth 4 GTX. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video today and you found it helpful. And don't forget, I've included my affiliate links and links to my full reviews down in the description below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed all my videos of 2020. I've really enjoyed making them for you, and I've got tons more planned coming down the line in 2021. But for now, I really hope you stay safe and well. Have a great Christmas and a happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2020.